What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, TheWalk71, replaced it with a 4, and I am here with my WWE Fastlane 2017 review for you guys. And first of all, this pay-per-view is trash. I hated this pay-per-view so much. The last three matches really pissed me off. This is like SummerSlam from last year. Like, levels of angry this pay-per-view has me. Pay-per-view is trash. Like, I usually hate Fastlane pay-per-views. I've always hated Fastlane. But they've always had some pretty lit main events, from it being Dan Bryan and Roman Reigns to the triple threat match from last year. Then this main event was just... what the... let me just get into this card, bro. Because I want to get this out and over with, because this pay-per-view is just like cancer. This is a cancer pay-per-view. So we got the pre-show match. We got a cruiserweight tag team match. Akira Tozawa and Rich Swann taking on Brian Kendrick and Noam Dar. It's an alright tag team match. It was decent. I enjoyed it for what it was, I guess. I mean, tonight the cruiserweight division was actually kind of decent. Maybe they started watching my videos. I don't know. But they didn't watch it enough because they still have the purple ropes and stuff. But anyways, let's get into the actual show. We have Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn in a good opener match. The opener to this pay-per-view was actually good. So you had Samoa Joe, a great showcase of the stuff he can do. Him like practically destroying Sami Zayn. He kicked him in the chest, put him in a knee bar, I believe. What else did he do? Got the name, I think it's called the bow and arrow or something. It's the submission where he has his back on his knees and he's just trying to break his back with his knees. That move was clean. You had Samoa Joe just destroy Sammy. Sammy got a little bit of offense in, but it wasn't enough. And Samoa Joe ended up winning with the rear naked choke. I forgot the name of it. What is it? The Kyoto clutch or something? Whatever it's called. He hit that on Sami Zayn and won. No muscle buster yet. So the next match we ended up getting was the tag team championship match. We had Big Cass and Enzo Amore taking on the Raw tag team champions Gallows and Anderson. This match was really nothing special, to be honest with you. I was barely paying attention to it. From what I've seen, Gallows and Anderson had got moves in. Enzo and Big Cass got moves in. I like Carl Anderson's kicks. Those kicks and knees he did to Enzo. The match ended with them I forgot how the match ended. It was Carl Anderson hits up some kind of knee on Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore put his foot on the rope. Luke Gallows puts his foot. 1, 2, 3. They won the match. It was nothing special. The next match we ended up getting was the first of the women's match. We had Nia Jax versus Sasha Banks in an alright match. Just I didn't like the finish of it. Finish confused me. You want to have a monster like Nia Jax, you got to have her demolish Sasha again. But instead, we had Sasha win by a roll-up pin. And then the worst part about it was that they just kept zooming in on Nia Jax's face after she lost. Like, she looked like she wanted to kill Sasha. And I was just thinking in my mind, like, why didn't she get out the ring and kill Sasha for what she did? Like, if I was Nia Jax, I would have instantly got out the ring and destroyed Sasha and looked strong, while giving Sasha her win so she can have something to be happy about. It makes sense, but then again, Vince McMahon runs this company, and Vince McMahon doesn't make sense half of the time. The next match we ended up getting was 2 matches made on the spot on the pre-show. Rusev and Jinder Mahal both complained. I guess somehow they ended up not becoming a tag team anymore, so they both are getting matches simultaneously. You had Jinder Mahal take on Cesaro. Nothing special. Cesaro won. Then we had another match. Well, after the match, Jinder Mahal got beat down by Rusev with the brand new haircut. And then we had the next match. We had Big Show versus Rusev. It's the official burial of Rusev because Rusev lost to Big Show. He received 2 choke slams and then a knockout punch. Yeah. It's the burial of Rusev. The next match we end up getting, we got Jack Gallagher taking on Neville. It was actually a decent Cruiserweight Championship match. The first half of it, I really wasn't invested into it, but then I started getting more invested when they started like hitting each other like hard, where we had Jack Gallagher, hit all kind of freaking headbutts on Neville. Neville with his kicks. Neville doing I guess it was like a Phoenix Splash off the second rope or something like that. We actually got some high flying Neville in there. We rarely have been getting high flying Neville, so that was interesting to see. Jack Gallagher, bro, he had like 3 headbutts, and all of them sound so brutal and they look so brutal. It was funny to watch. But then Neville ended up winning with the he ended up just like flinging Jack Gallagher off of the top rope, and then Neville I can't talk. Neville won with the Red Arrow to retain the Cruiserweight Championship. Now, I thought Jack Gallagher was going to win the title because Cruiserweight title segments, I'm reading my notes. Cruiserweight title reigns don't last that long. So I thought Gallagher was going to win because A, he's on fire, and it would have been right if they're doing it, because that's what they did with Rich Swann. He was on fire and they gave him the title, but it didn't last long and the title reign was trash. So then after that, we got a segment with the New Day where they talked about their ice cream. They have an ice cream cart now. That's interesting. I really wasn't paying attention at that point. Then we reached the final 3 matches of Fastlane that really made me hate this pay-per-view. So first, we got one of the matches I was sort of kind of excited for because Braun Strowman right now in his form at this moment is amazing. Braun Strowman taking on Roman Reigns. First of all, my man's Roman Reigns is wrestling in sneakers now. He's really trying to get people to cheer for him by wearing J's and whatever else. This man is really trying to relate to us. As for the match, it was pretty decent. It was the kind of match I expected out of Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. Both men trying to hurt each other, with Braun Strowman putting Roman Reigns to the table. You got Roman Reigns basically almost taking all the moves most of this match. But the ending I really did not agree with. I don't know whose idea was this. This didn't make sense at all. I had a better way of this match ending. But WWE doesn't make sense. But I'm gonna pitch it for you guys after I talk about the ending. So the ending consisted of Roman Reigns no-selling, going through a table, spearing Braun Strowman, then Superman punching Braun Strowman a couple times, and then Braun Strowman did something to Roman. Went on the top rope, went for a splash. Roman Reigns moved out the way, speared Braun Strowman. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns wins against Braun Strowman. This is where I hate WWE. Why would you have Braun Strowman, somebody you've been booking as a monster in WWE? This man was undefeated in one-on-one matches. This man defeated Big Show. He picked up Big Show like a baby. He destroyed everyone, and then you have him lose at Fastlane to Roman Reigns. There could have been a whole nother way you could have had this match. I'm pretty sure Roman could afford a loss if it's for the greater good. Like, what the fuck? Like, this doesn't make any sense at all. You got it. Okay, so let's talk about it. So you have Roman, right? Braun. They're going at it. And we already know Roman's facing Undertaker at WrestleMania. So what do? You have Undertaker, the gong go off for something. I don't know how you can have it work out. I mean, Roman Reigns, you could have Undertaker's reason be like, you eliminated me from the Royal Rumble. That could have been my spot at WrestleMania. So now I'm going to whatever. And that could have distracted him. Braun Strowman hits the whatever, the running power slam on Roman Reigns. 1, 2, 3. Braun Strowman wins. Roman loses, but this sets up perfectly for their match at Mania. But whatever. I mean, WWE, you know better than me, right? Vince McMahon, you got it. You got it. Obviously, not dickhead. So the next match we end up getting, we got Bayley versus Charlotte for the Raw Women's title. Jesus Christ, the Raw Women's division is the worst women's division I've ever seen in my entire life. This division is trash. Oh my god. Like, what? SmackDown Women's division is pretty good. You got all kinds of people I never thought I would actually have some kind of investment towards, like Carmella and Alexa Bliss and Mickie James coming back, and Naomi, and you made Naomi a star. You made Becky Lynch more of a star. But Raw, oh my Jesus Christ. So we have Bayley versus Charlotte. The story going into this is that Bayley is like this baby face. She's like everybody's friend. She's a hugger, yada yada yada. And Charlotte calls her a cheater because Sasha Banks, technically cheated in her match. So I believe this is what I took from it. The whole point of the story is for Bayley to prove to everyone. To prove to everyone that she can beat Charlotte on her own. And what happens? She beats Charlotte with the help of Sasha Banks. What? What? I'm sorry. Who was the heel again? Is Bayley the heel? Was there a secret heel turn tonight? Because if anything, it should have been Dana Brooke who helped Charlotte win. And why would Charlotte's pay-per-view streak end on a D-list pay-per-view like Fastlane and not an A-list pay-per-view like WrestleMania? I mean, it makes more sense, doesn't it? But instead you have Charlotte lose in a face way and have Bayley win when the story, from what I'm taking, is Bayley being able to win on her own. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. I'm pretty sure Bayley could have won on her own, but then you have Sasha come in and ruin the damn thing. She didn't have to do that. She could have stayed backstage or something, and she ruined it by coming out there and interfering in the match, thus probably going to set up another women's championship match, because they're going to have a fatal 4-way match at Mania. Like, what who writes this? Who sits up here and approves of this writing? This doesn't make any sense. Since when do faces do heel stuff? That doesn't make any sense at all. A heel is not supposed to overcome something. It's supposed to be the face that overcomes something. What? I'm sorry. Am I off of like a Molly or something? Am I making sense to any of you all? The heel is always supposed to be on top, and the face is supposed to overcome it. The face is the one on top, and the heel is overcoming it. What? That doesn't make any sense. Who thinks of this? Does Vince just have a bunch of 9-year-olds in a room and just have them write something down and he approves of it and then they put it on TV? That's what I feel like they're doing, because the stuff that they're doing right now is not good for the Raw brand. The Raw brand, that's where all the stupid shit happens. It's on the Raw brand. This is where all the stupid stuff happens. All the stupid stuff happens on the Raw brand. Anything and everything that sort of makes sense or makes sense happens on SmackDown. But Raw, everything stupid happens on Raw. It's so dumb. Like, what? Oh my God. So now Charlotte's pay-per-view streak is over at a D-list. No, let me change that. F-list pay-per-view like Fastlane to Bayley. I hate Bayley so much. Why does she work here? Legit. Like I never liked Bayley. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys right now. I never liked Bayley. I didn't like her in NXT. She didn't amaze me in NXT. I don't like her on the main roster. She just trash. And then she's the women's champion. Like, what? Charlotte was the perfect champion, and you could have had her drop the title at Mania. Do you know how better that would have been at Mania? Do you know? Do you guys know how more sense this would have made if this was at Mania? I'm sorry, like this is the kind of stuff. This is why I don't tell my friends about what's going on with Raw and WWE and stuff, because it's nothing to tell. They just disappoint me every week. Let me stop talking about this match before I end up breaking something. And anyways, now we're here for the main event. Goldberg taking on the Universal Champion Kevin Owens for the title. What a... This was one of the worst matches I've ever seen in my life. And I sat through a Divas match in 2012. Whatever Divas... I sat through a Cameron match before, and this was worse. So I can literally tell you the whole match. So you got Goldberg come out. Kevin Owens come out. Right? So they do the introductions. Before the bell even rings, Kevin Owens is just teasing Goldberg by coming in the ring, waiting on the outside, yada, yada, yada. So then he comes back in the ring. He's like, come on. They ring the bell. Chris Jericho's music plays, because here we go. This is where a heel is supposed to overcome something. Chris Jericho music plays. Distracts Kevin Kevin Owens. Goldberg spears him, hits the jackhammer. 1, 2, 3. Goldberg is your brand new WWE Universal Champion. Do you know how much sense that makes? Zero. You have a 50-year-old man as your world champion when this is supposed to be a new era where you're supposed to push newer guys, right? And you have Goldberg as the Universal title. So thank you, WWE. You have officially buried the Universal Championship. That title is worthless to me now. That title has no meaning to me now. It's just something. It's a red strap on somebody's shoulder. There's nothing WWE can do right now to make that title mean anything. I don't care. Because the first champion got hurt. No. We're going to go all the way back to SummerSlam. When they introduced the title, it got more boos than Roman Reigns that night. That title was buried. Then you have Finn Balor win. At first, I didn't agree with it, but then I thought about it again. Maybe it'll work. Finn Balor gets hurt. So then you have a match. You have Kevin Owens win. Oh, good. You're finally giving Kevin Owens what he deserves, a world title reign. Let's see what happens. Then you have Kevin Owens' title reign be one of the worst title reigns I've ever seen in my life because he was second fiddle to a list. So then you have Kevin Owens break out of that, take out Chris Jericho, and we finally get the Kevin Owens that I've wanted. We finally get Kevin Steen, goddammit. We got Kevin Steen. And then he drops to Goldberg. He's buried. Like, what? Kevin Owens, that was a burial, if you didn't know. That was a burial. Like, Vince, why do you do this? Why do you think of this stupid shit? Like, what? What is wrong with you? Like, this really pisses me off, dog. Like, who thinks of this? Like, who really thinks? Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Mania for the WWE Universal title. So you're telling me, because this is going to be the match, Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar, two part-timers that won't be here in May, are fighting for your world title. Goldberg is a part-timer, dog. He is not going to be there every week, every day, on the road, all the time. You guys didn't learn from your last mistake when you made Brock Lesnar the WWE champion. We are not going to see that title, bro. Like, what is wrong? Like, what? Whose idea was this? WWE, you need to fire people. People need to be fired over there at WWE. If I was like in Vince McMahon's position, bro, I would step down, retire, but I would fire all of the creative staff because you hired a bunch of 9-year-olds. I would have fired them and got people on YouTube that have an opinion, don't care what they say. I would have hired Wise and some other people because they can come up with better, compelling stories than your writing staff that you work with all the damn time. It doesn't make any sense at all. Like, what the oh my God. Who thinks of this? Who really sits up here and thinks of this dumb shit? Like, what the fuck? This doesn't make any sense at all. Like, what? What is wrong with you? Like, legit, what is wrong with y'all? What? Nah, bro. I can't with this, bro. Like, this is an embarrassment. Like, I can't even call myself a WWE fan. I'm just a wrestling fan at this point. Like, I watch New Japan now. Like, WWE is about to legit be like a second brand to me, a second wrestling company. New Japan, because New Japan doesn't do stupid shit like this. They do some amazing jobs. And it only happens on Raw. That's the worst part. I can't even say something bad about SmackDown right now. They don't do stupid shit like this. They don't have somebody lose the title in less than a minute. Do you realize how bad this is? You're burying the future with a part-timer, dog. Somebody that wasn't even in WWE a year ago. I can't with WWE, bro. I really can't with them today. I don't know what they did tonight. They must have took all the drugs in America and then wrote this pay-per-view. Honestly, I give this pay-per-view a negative infinity out of 10. This pay-per-view will forever be garbage. This is horrible. I give this a -5 stars. I don't know, man. This pay-per-view is just an embarrassment. Vince, you really need to rethink what you're doing to this company. You're literally killing this company. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Do what you do to support me. Follow me on all of my social media links down in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace.